Good afternoon, team. Happy Monday. Well, I guess as happy as it could be. Market was down 550 points today. That's that's quite a barf. But again, it wasn't a big surprise. I mean, we've been talking about since this day right here when we had that big up day. I was talking about the market hitting its head on the falling 21, the 50 still falling down and even more rapidly, and we had that death cross right here that I mentioned, and since then what has happened? Boom, just complete destruction. You have 1, 2, 3 huge days. I mean, it just and it's a little bit on higher volume, so that's kind of scary. I mean, this could definitely hit, take out this bottom right here, and that's another like 500 points or so. So we're not out of the woods yet. The MT finished at 25, so it's on the lower end, but I've seen it at 5 and I've seen it at 2. Back here was a 2 on 5, and here was a, I think here was a 2, and when it hit down here was a 2. So it could definitely go lower. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we have another down opening, like big, like 200 points or so, and then somehow during the day have a big flush up to kind of shake out any new shorts that might come in the market. Down here in the hole, it's too low to short. I shorted somewhere up here, and then I got out like somewhere right here. I didn't think I was gonna go down another 300 points after that. Let me clean this up. So again, maybe tomorrow we have a bounce. Tomorrow is turnaround Tuesday, so like I mentioned before, usually whatever happens on Friday, you have a continuation on Monday. That played out. We had a down day on Friday, huge continuation today, and then usually on Tuesday we get turnaround Tuesday. So hopefully we do this, or at least this or this, something that's not this. I would take a little drawdown today on most of my positions, just because obviously the volatility went up. The VIX is at 36.45, which is extremely high end for the VIX. So maybe we have a little flush in the morning, and then a little rebound in the middle of the day, and then if in that rebound I could take even 35% profits on some of my short puts, I will take it. I was able to close some of the butterflies. That's why I like butterflies, because they're just weird the way they work, because there's so many moving parts. Whenever you have an opportunity, you kind of close them for a nice little profit. So we took some nice profits today, realized gains, and then just the little drawdown that I have right now, it's not a big deal. It's less than 3%, so I can still handle a little bit more. Let me go through what I have, so to kind of see where I'm at with things. The Google diagonal short puts, I'm short the 2300, so that's somewhere 24, 23. That's right here, and I'm long the 2350. So if this keeps going down, this one right here is going to continue to go in price, and so is this one, but this one's closer dated. This one's longer dated. So I might be able to even like double dip and sell this one at a profit, hold on one more week, and then sell that one at a profit. I won't do that. Most likely by Friday, when this one expires, I close everything out, hopefully at a profit. But again, I still have a long way to go before I'm in trouble. My trouble zone is right here, right here. That's when I get in trouble. Anything below 23. So at 25, I still got a couple hundred points to go. So I can handle 2 huge more down days at this level and still be okay. Which it could happen. It could definitely happen. But I'll know how to manage it. I'll roll some positions over, and this one right here will be very profitable. So I might I'll see what I could do. But that's kind of where I'm at in that one. Same concept on Amazon. The Amazon, same type of trade. The diagonal short put. The 2300, 2350. 2350 is 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 That one I have the 2300, the same price range, 2300, which is like probably somewhere around here, I would say. So again, I still have a little bit to go. So hopefully that will be okay. I'm gonna trade it the same as the Google one. The other one that I took profits on was Tesla. Tesla did good today. The other ones that I'm holding, AOSL. AOSL kind of held. I mean, it was only down like 4% on a down day like today. You know, relatively, it wasn't that bad. I have the 40. I have the 40 short, so I still have quite a bit more to go. I would say another 7 or 8%. So again, I could hold off a little bit. And again, this is a solid company. So I wouldn't mind owning shares at 40 and then selling covered calls to generate more revenue. So that's that one. What else do I have? Oh, the Nvidia. I have multiple positions on Nvidia. I have the butterfly that expires this Friday that I have a short of 200. I have a 210, 200, and then 180, 170. What was it? What was the Nvidia? 180. I had the 210, 200, 180 butterfly. So as long as Nvidia doesn't break down through 200, I'm gonna be okay by this Friday. So again, butterflies are very time sensitive, so they have their most value towards the close to expiration. So I have the Friday expiration this Friday. So I'm currently basically flat right now. Maybe like I think I'm down like 10% on it. It's not a big deal. For a butterfly, which is like maybe like $100 something like that. So I'm gonna wait till any one day next week that we have a nice little up run. That butterfly is going to be probably 50% profit, and I'm going to take it off and move on. The other ones that I have, pool, I have the 400 short right here. So I still have a way to go. I still have 50 points. So I'm good in that one. I'm not concerned with that one at all. SMH I just put on semiconductors. It's an ETF, so just by definition it can't go to zero because it doesn't have it's not one stock. It's a combination of stocks. So I had the 225, which is like somewhere around here. So I would say somewhere around here, 225 or so. So I'm okay. Even at 225, I still said it's got a long way to go. I mean, if it does, I'm perfectly fine because I could just either roll it or sell covered calls against it and generate more revenue and then get stopped out for a profit. It's Nvidia, SMH, pool I mentioned. MU. Yes, the other one is MU. MU, I have the 70, so I'm down here. So again, I still have a while to go. It's a big drop for 8% on a 20% increase in volume. That's pretty material. But you see how choppy it is. That's why there's a lot of volatility. That's why the premium was so high. So I'm okay with MU. I'm okay with down here at 65, 70. I'm okay. I have no problem with this. Again, if it hits my 70, and again it's April, so I have time on this. It's an April expiration. Way back here. So I could always roll it and generate more credit. So I'm okay with that. Other ones I wanted to cover that we triggered from before, ARCH, had a 2.5% down day today on a huge sell-off, so that's not really that bad. You bought it here, you probably took some profits along the way, and that was looking pretty good. HAL, we had an entry right here, so that one's still looking really good. SLB, we had the entry right here, right at 41. 40, 40.01 or something like that, whatever that was. So that one went up, all the way to almost 42 and 75. So 8% move today on a day like today. Oil, it's working. So TRGP, it was down a little bit, but you know, it hit 70, you could have taken profit somewhere around 69 around there. This entry at 64 and a half, that's still a, you know, a good almost 10% move. And Hershey's still working. Hershey's still working. Hershey held his own today. It held, you know, did not go down. Still closed higher than it closed on Friday. So the entry right here at 208, you're sitting at 213. That's a nice move. So that worked. And then this one I want to show you as a lesson on why I take profits. BTU. BTU was down 16% today. It went down $4. I mean, look at this. It just got massacred. We bought it somewhere around here at 18 and change, and I ended up selling my last shares this day at like 20 and change. I don't think it got to 21. Somewhere around here I took profits. I did not participate in this move right here, which is fine, but this is why you take profits. You know, along the way as it goes up, you sell a quarter, you sell a quarter, you sell a quarter until it comes back on you and you get out. You know, you don't want to be on a stock that's up, you know, $1,000 and then, you know, have, you know, $400 come down on you, almost 40% of your position in one day. So this is a lesson. That's why I take profits along the way. Okay, so that's kind of what we had. I did my scanning again. I don't see myself really buying anything tomorrow. Even if we have a huge update, I just don't see myself buying anything. Just like I told you on over the weekend, on the weekend video, that, you know, we had setups, but I most likely was not going to buy anything. I wasn't going to go long anything as far as buying shares, just because of the market, just because of, you know, what I said. I'm seeing this. I saw this, and why would I want to buy something when the probabilities of this was like much higher than this? So that's why I didn't. If you notice, I didn't buy anything today. I did not buy a single share today. All I did today was sell premium. Why? Because the VIX is at 36 and a half, the MT is at 25. That's what it calls for. I mean, a little saving grace here. It is a higher low. It is this, you know, this is higher than this. And hopefully tomorrow, you know, we'll turn around Tuesday. We have a little turnaround. We have, you know, maybe a day like today where it flushes down in the morning, and then boof, you get the reversal after the, you know, an hour or so, or towards the end of the day. You don't know, whatever happens. Even if tomorrow we have another 500-point down day, then I'm pretty sure the MT is going to get down to the single digits, and the VIX will probably be at 40 something. So that would even more increase the likelihood of, you know, a bounce. So again, we'll just, you know, we'll see what we have when we have it. But as of right now, I'm sitting on short puts, so I got premium. I'm down on almost all of them that I have left because obviously the market was down today, but it's not like I'm losing money as far as if I want to close them. I wouldn't close them because I still have a lot of cushion, and again, they're time decay vehicles, so every day that passes, you know, my position gains value just by time decay. Okay, so what I did see as far as, like, you know, potential setups, LXU at 2011, you know, take off this high from yesterday, you know, it's extended, so what I'm, you know, the entry would have been beautiful right here, but it just didn't come up on my scans on that day. I like that it's consolidating. It's got 3 or 4 days in a row. That's still a little bit, you know, not long enough. I want to see maybe like 7 or 8 days of sideways movements before it takes off. But I have an alert on there at 2011, LXU. The other one is BSM at 1276. I want to take out this high right here. We covered this one before. I think it kind of picked its head on it today, and it came right back down. So most likely, you know, if you took it, you would have been stopped out, and you would have lost, you know, maybe like 1.5%, 2% if you bought it. So we're gonna try it again. So I still have it on my list for 1276, BSM. PXD. This is a very choppy one. Just don't buy too many shares if you're going to go long here. PXD 246.41. I'm sorry, 246.51. 246.51. You know, it was up in the middle of the day, beginning of the day, and then it kind of closed down about 2% on really high volume. So that's the bad thing. The good thing is it didn't even make it down to the 21. It kind of stayed right at the 9 EMA, which is pretty good. So it's pretty much a little sideways. Again, I would love for it to chop around, and then break after a little bit more. I need more. I want to see more consolidation, like we did here. And we kind of like went maybe like a couple weeks, and then we took off. And the bars. I want the bars to be a little bit narrower, so when it does take off, it actually works. These are kind of like loose. So again, it's a little bit more riskier play, but I mean, look at these numbers, just amazing growth. Top 10 group. So 246.51. Again, if you're normally gonna buy, a 10% position, I would buy, a 1 or a 2% position, just because of the volatility of this particular stock. KMI 1931. I wanted to take off this high right here. You kind of try to go here, it didn't make it. You kind of tried again, so lower highs, and then once it finally broke, it kind of came to it. I mean, this is amazing. It just kind of came to it, and then it reversed just because of the weight of the market. The weight of the market brings down 3 out of 4 stocks. So if the market is with us, things are gonna go. I still want to see this high taking off right here. So 1931 on KMI. The next one, PSXP. Okay, 43.76. I want to take off this little high right here. I like it how it's consolidating. That's what I'm talking about. It's a lower consolidation than this high, but it's still on a within uptrend. That we're not doing this. We're not doing here. We're not doing this, and then consolidating. Lower. We kind of this high is higher than this high, and this high is higher than this high. So we are putting in higher highs. By definition, we're uptrending. Okay, so I want this is a kind of a cheat area. It's holding the 50. It's holding the 50. See, if you notice here, this 50 right here is kind of holding it. It's not breaking it down like it did here, where it's like it's separating itself from it. It tried to recoup it and it never did, and it just kind of separated until it did break it here, and then boom, you're off to the races. You buy here at 38, you go to 45 almost. So PSXP 43.76. PSXP. CMC 40.61. 40.61. This high today. Today, again, the market just pushed this sucker down big time. But in a good market, this if it does take off, it will, because again, it's got nice numbers, good growth. I like top 50 industry group, top 40. But I want to see that high be taken out. So 40.61. CMC. On the last one, JBHT. This is JBHT 209.10. 209.10. I want this high right here to be taken out. Again, consolidating right here. I like this. But this is kind of the same play as the 100 play that I always talk about. When you're 89, 90, 92, 94, you usually have the 100 play. You go to 102, 107, and then you come back. And then when you break it again, you go to 115 or 112, or you retest, and then you take off. The same thing at 200. You see, when you were down here in the 180s, 184, you broke out, you go to 201, you come back inside 200, you go to 202, you come way back inside 200, and then when you break it again, you go to 209, which is that 112, 107, equivalent. Then you go back down again, and then hopefully when you break it again, it's off to the races. So again, decent numbers. I like it. Decent numbers, nice growth, nice growth. You know, every year you're increasing your earnings per share. Top 50 industry, you know, close enough. It's kind of like, you know, the bottom of the barrel that I would go. You know, out of 197, I wouldn't go past 50. But you know, this is a nice little setup with good numbers. Earnings in 42 days, so we have time. Hopefully, we have a nice little run into earnings if the market starts cooperating. If not, it's irrelevant. This won't trigger and you won't get in. So 209.10 for JBHT. JBHT. So the S&P. The S&P is still, you know, it's still a higher low than this one, but again, you know, it broke down this trend line right here, you know, dramatically on a volume increase. So that's definitely not good. After hours, it's still going down because it's still vomiting. The market is just vomiting today. It doesn't matter why, it just does, and then you just trade accordingly. The 50 is getting pretty damn close to the 200. I don't want to see a death cross on the S&P because then, you know, we could definitely drop another, you know, 40, 50 points, which is another like 500 points in the S&P, which is like, you know, back to like, you know, almost, you know, not even here, back to COVID at 2020. So again, the markets are not cooperating. It's not a market to be going long and trying to buy dips and trying to, you know, bottom feed on stocks that are oversold and trying to catch them cheap. Don't trade that way. I've said it a million times. Just don't trade that way. You know, buy high, sell higher. Just that simple. You buy high when it breaks the previous high, and you sell higher. That's all. You don't want to be catching these things here. Right now, I'm selling premium just because of this. Hopefully, we'll get a nice little break tomorrow, take some profits. If we keep it going lower, I'll see if I'll add a little bit to more premium selling. If we get really overly sold on the MT below 10, I might dab into one or two more positions, or might add to the ones I currently have if they're still working. But again, I'll trade the market that I see in front of me. I'm not gonna force any trades. So far, you know, overall, obviously not a good day, but it's just one day. One day doesn't make a year, and one day doesn't make a trend. So we'll play it by ear tomorrow. We'll see what we have. Hopefully, the futures will open up flat, and then overnight, you know, we'll have a little bit of a flush, and then we could open up, you know, a couple hundred points higher, and all this will be behind us. All right, have a blessed evening, guys. Any questions? You know I'm here.